Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you all? I hope that all of you will be in good health. Take out your geography book. Take out page number 12, as we have studied about different types of positions of earth like rotation and revolution. So today we will study about different positions of earth with reference to the sun. The earth attains 4 critical positions with reference to the sun. 4 different types of positions. So now let us read this. The equinoxes. Equinoxes means when the sun rays fall on the plane of the earth's equator, means when the sun rays fall on the center of the earth, and it can cause the day and night periods in the entire world. So this is called as equinoxes. Okay, when the sun rays fall on the center of the earth and causes day and night, this is called as equinoxes. At a certain date in a year, the earth is in such a position with reference to the sun that the sun rays fall vertical at the equator. Vertical means straight. At the equator means center. I will explain it with the help of diagram. This results in equal duration of day and night. Equal duration means 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night in the entire world. This happens on March 21st every year, and it is called as spring equinox because March is spring season. And a similar situation occurs on September 23rd, and it is called as autumnal equinox. Now look at this diagram. First, March 20 or 21st, spring equinox. As you can see, the sun rays are falling vertical. This is vertical and this is horizontal. As you can see, the sun rays are falling directly at the center of the earth, but from south to north. This is south pole, this is north pole. South to north. So this is called as spring equinox. South pole is hotter at that time and north pole is like not so much hotter. So this is called as spring equinox, which occur in March 20 or 21st. The sun rays are falling vertical at the center of the earth from south to north. A similar situation occurs in autumn. Like look at this, September 22 or 23. Sun rays are again falling vertical, but now it is from north to south. So at this time, north pole will be hotter as compared to south portion, because north pole is now it is near to sun. In this case, south pole was near to sun, and now in this case, north pole is near to sun. So again, it is a similar situation, but only the position has changed. This is south pole, this is north pole. So it occurs in March and it occurs in September. So these are called as equinoxes, when the sun rays fall vertical on the center of the earth and causing day and night with equal durations. Next is summer solstice. Solstice means 2 times in a year, means summer solstice or winter solstice. On June 21st, the sun rays fall vertically again over the Tropic of Cancer, means northern part, because the north pole is inclined. Inclined means bent. It is bent at its maximum position towards the sun. I will again explain it with the help of diagram. At this time, the north pole experiences a long continuous day and south pole experiences a long continuous night. For example, look at this summer solstice. Line of direct sunlight. As you can see, this is north pole and it is bent. It is bent towards the sun. So the sun rays are falling only on the north pole. Like as you can see, sun rays are going through the Tropic of Cancer, means north side. Tropic of Cancer means northern part. Sun rays are falling on the northern part. So the north pole experiences a long continuous day. So as the sun rays are falling on the north part, so it will be the daytime. Like north part will experiences long continuous day and south pole experiences long continuous nights. As you can see, this is a south pole. So south pole experiences long continuous nights because the sun rays are falling mostly on the north part. Okay, so this is called as summer solstice. The northern hemisphere. Hemisphere means half part of the earth which is south or north. Northern hemisphere means half part has a summer season. At this time, And southern hemisphere experiences winter now. In addition, these days are longer than the nights in the northern hemisphere at this time. So as the days are longer, so it will be the summer season, and when the nights are longer, so it will be the winter season. Now next is winter solstice. On December 22nd, the position of the earth with respect to the sun is such that the south pole is inclined at its maximum. Like in summer solstice, north pole is inclined. Now in winter solstice, south pole is inclined as maximum towards the sun, and the Tropic of Cancer now, at this time, Tropic of Cancer will be the south pole. It gets the vertical rays of sun. This position is called as winter solstice, when the sun shines continuously in the south polar region, and it is long continuous night in the north pole region. Like it is the opposite of summer solstice. This is the winter season in the northern hemisphere and summer season in the southern hemisphere. During the winter solstice, the days are longer and nights in southern hemisphere. For example, look at this diagram. I think equinoxes are clear to you, that when the sun rays fall vertical at the center of the earth, it can cause the same amount of or same duration of day and night. But it occurs in spring and autumn season. So what is the difference? The difference is basically that when the south pole is toward the sun, it will be in spring season, and when the north pole is toward the sun, it will be autumn season. So now summer and winter solstice. Now look at this summer solstice, June. As you can see, summer season, June is the month of summer season. Line of direct sunlight is north, like north pole is inclined. North pole is inclined towards the sun, so the sun rays are falling mostly on the north pole region, so it can experiences the continuous daytime or continuous longer days as compared to southern region, which is experiencing the night, or which is experiencing the winter season. Now summer season is on the north side, so the opposite of this summer solstice will be winter solstice. Now you can see this is south pole, this is now inclined towards the sun, like sun rays are now falling towards the south pole mostly, so the south pole experiences longer days as compared to the north pole, which are experiencing the shorter days and longer nights. So the south pole will be experiencing summer this time, and north pole will be experiencing winter this time. So these two are opposites to each other. Take out previous page, page number 11. Look at this diagram. March equinox, which is spring season. Then June, summer solstice, summer season. Then September, autumnal equinox, autumn season. This is autumn. And then December, which is winter. And December solstice means winter solstice. Page number 13, look at this diagram. This is orbit direction, means earth rotates around the sun in this orbit. Okay. So this is south pole, this is north pole. It is given in this picture, it is called as angle, like when north pole is going or it is inclined. When it is straight, perpendicular to the orbit means at 90 degree angle, it is straight. So when it is in straight, like the angle is straight at 90 degree angle, it will experience equinoxes. But when the north pole is inclined or south pole is inclined, depending upon the position of the earth, so it will experience summer or winter seasons. So I think this topic is clear to you, and it is enough for today. Thank you so much, my dear students. Allah Hafiz.